Hey everybody, it's Gavin.
And John.
Here with another Argent Saga opening video. Here checking out Generations 1. Let's open it.
Alright, let's get right into our Argent Saga Generations pack.
So this is actually a really cool product, I think. I'll talk to what I do and I guess do and don't like about the product. Ultimately, I do like it, but the big negative is the price. So this is expansion pack 1 for Argent Saga. So now this is not a normal booster pack, guys. You get everything you see on the back here. You get 25 cards that come in this. They're only available here with an exclusion of a couple of them. So it has all of the champions that come as the box toppers, and it has a cycle of 5 cards that were available in each of the intro decks. But those were the only ways to attain those cards, was either through the box toppers or through the intro decks. But this is how you get all these cards. And you know, in Argent Saga, a playset is 3 of, so if you want a playset of all these cards, you'd have to buy 3 of these. That doesn't sound too bad, right? How much are we paying for this? $24.95 is what I paid for it at the Kingdom.
That's $1 a card.
Yeah, I mean...
That's $1 a card.
It's $1 a card.
Does it have any...
There is some value in it, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, some of the cards, if you look it up on TCG Player, they do have some decent value.
But it doesn't... Now... Because it lists, so it basically takes out any of your.
Yeah, no, you know what you're buying.
But are they foils, or or you know that this one's always a foil, always a foil?
There's some extended arts for like the ones that came in the intro decks. Those have like a cool kind of full art version. Now, the foil, since glad you brought that up, also. There's a chance that every single one of these cards could be foil.
Okay.
They randomly put like at least one in the case, essentially, of these. They put one
when you
that's
buy a
all
whole
foils.
case of them, one has all the foils.
Now I don't know if it's necessarily one. There could be more than one, but
This is the one that has it.
I hope so. Yeah. Sure.
Let's crack it open.
Yeah. You got the magical knife of mystery.
You have
the scissors.
You have the ordinary scissors.
Let's see. Ordinary scissors of scissory.
Scissory.
All right. Bam.
And again, this is a newer game. I'm learning
hopefully.
it. Soon we'll have some playthrough videos. Not the foil pack.
Nope, not the foil. Confirmed, not.
Do these come with shards in them?
Yeah, it actually comes with special shards. They're
special shards.
Legendary shards.
Okay, so at least you have for their prize wheel up on their site.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay, so we'll go through these cards, just one by one. Matile, he's what's on the box art. Matile, the Sealed Celestial. 8 mana, so 8 shard light, excuse me, we'll use the proper terms here.
8 energy.
So for 5,000, legendary unit entity. He's a destroyer. He cannot be the target of spells or abilities. You can flip your champion and spirit face down. This is the first card that's ever kind of referenced soul bursting a champion. To destroy all units and augments your opponent controls. So a very, very powerful effect. But it costs you dearly to not have access to your spirit and champion the rest of the game. So you better hope this boy wins you the game. Then just a 1,000 Amateur Witch, just a pretty fine card. Arbor Carbuncle, this is one of the better cards.
He's box topper? No, there was a green. I can't remember.
Yeah, you're thinking of
this one.
Ariana.
Yeah.
Ariana got the extended art in here. So when this card is returned to your hand from the field, you may search your deck for Arbor Carbuncle and add it to your hand. So this is good for the green bounce shenanigans, air bounce shenanigans. Now during your turn, you can expel this card, so exile it in Magic terms, and add 2 other Arbor Carbuncles from your hand. You draw 2 cards and switch up to 2 of your shards to active, which again, green likes to untap shards.
And also at the Kingdom, they are holding on every Saturday currently right now.
Yep, in October, OP Kit League.
Yep. And
so
if the winner of that
special promo,
wins, there's 2 playmats, Argent Saga themed playmats that are in that. So get down to the Kingdom and sign up and play.
Yep,
that's a cool card.
So to go along with our Arbor Carbuncle, we have Ariana, Adventurer of Argos, a nice champion. Start going through these a little faster because you might have seen some of these cards. Aron, the Golden Rose. Here we have Burning Blitzer, 4 mana for 1500 quickness, and Destroyer, which is crazy. So that means he can destroy 2 towers as opposed to 1. He can't attack unless you've attacked with at least 2 units this turn, so a pretty big drawback.
Yeah, get those foils. I like shiny things.
There's no foils in here.
Aww.
Catastrophe Demon. Yeah, once you open up and see that this boy's not foil, you know.
Okay, so there's nothing else that's...
Nope. Catastrophe Demon, Destroyer. Your opponent's units come into play. Shards and units come into play exhausted. That is just defeating. Like, if your opponent or you lands this card, one of you is losing the game.
So, and these, again, the reason why they're $25 is because you can only get these cards, like these really good...
Most of them.
OP cards, basically, in this.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So there is a benefit of spending the money to get one of these.
And I looked it up on TCG Player. There's like $25 in value in these cards.
Okay, so it's a wash. Okay.
There's Corona the Spirit Ruby. This is a legendary shard, so that means you can only include one of them in your shard deck. Now, if you control another legendary shard, you have to send this to the discard zone. That's a very important line of text there at the top, because that would effectively get rid of your shard. You'd only be playing with 9 in your shard deck then. So you'd have to be really careful. Now you can exhaust and it produces a shard light like normal, or you can exhaust, flip your spirit face down, so basically use a soul burst and destroy target unit. This is, I think, probably the best one. Yeah, I think this is the best one out of this legendary shard cycle. I think that's an auto-include in pretty much every deck.
Okay.
Crystal Dimensional Dragon. So super crazy cool card. Look at that nice artwork on there. Now, if you will note the Shardlight cost.
That's a lot.
That's a big boy. That's as big as you can get in this game. Now, if you've already played 5 or more water spells this turn, he costs 0 to play.
Oh.
So if you play 5 1-drops, you can get a 10-drop for free.
Okay.
Arrive. If you played this card from your hand, your opponent cannot put units into play or spells on their next turn. So they just don't get to do anything.
They don't get to do anything.
They can attack.
You can wreck them if you set it up right.
Mm-hmm. Now, oh, it's Airgon. Poor little Airgon. He's so sad. Look at him. He's on the restricted list. Womp womp.
Oh, wow. They have one of those?
Yep. He's because he was backbreaking.
Oh, was he?
The first championships took place in Indianapolis, and then he was like the meta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So failed goal number 3, just a 4 mana 3000. Just a big boy. Just a big boy. Fizzy. This is another one that a lot of people are playing, is Fizzy the Spirit Shaftfire. And if you'll notice, all of these legendary shards, they correspond to the original starting spirits. So Corona's the red spirit. Fizzy, everybody knows Fizzy, especially your boy Airgon. So you can flip your spirit to face down, draw 2 cards. And then all these legendary shards have that text that I read on Corona. They just all do a ability that corresponds to their affinity. Jillian, the Witch Queen champion, I think that's probably the strongest one outside of Aragon. And see, we have this nice full art here.
That's cool.
So
She
Great
has that
Hawk.
Foil.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Can you imagine that card?
Yeah.
This would be insane.
And especially the Argent Saga foils, because they're just way more vibrant than
Yep.
than a magic foil.
So we have Great Hawk of Cloud Sea, a unit beast, 3 mana, 1500. So not a great body for the mana cost, but it's okay. If there's a destroyed air tower, then you can exhaust target unit and return another to its owner's hand. So that seems pretty good.
I've seen that
5
one
mana,
before.
4000 dragon, Igneous Dragon, just a pretty fine card. Kite, the Spirit Emerald. You can flip your spirit face down, switch up to 2 of your shards to active. Seems okay if you need some fast mana. Lucient Guardian of the Vigilance. You've seen that if you have the white intro deck. Nobe, the Shadow Guardian. So if you arrive, there's a destroyed dark tower. Target unit gets minus 2000 this turn. Raging Shard Beast. This one I think is pretty popular in the meta at the moment. It says you cannot play cards with cost 3 or more, but it's a 1 mana for a 2000 body that already destroys all of the towers that currently exist and even the next wave of towers that will be coming out in the Generations 2 pack. So this card is actually pretty solid. You limit yourself with that, but if this guy gets removed, you can still have those cards in your deck, and you can still play them if he ever gets removed, because, I mean, you know, just flipping over an opponent's red tower takes this guy out. So he's pretty popular for aggressive decks. This is definitely a good 3-0. Nice flavor text. What is that, everyone? 3 mana for a 2500 Knight, Rainbow Knight. Let's see, Rain, the Mournful Commander Champion.
Yeah, man, that'd be so cool if these were foil, though.
Yeah.
Like that.
Saint of Sacred Regalia. I really like this card. I play this in my current light deck. Skytree Initiate. It's a nice Sky Raider. Stormcaster of Azure Tower. I like that. And then, of course, Vemot, the Crimson Guardian, to kick things off.
Cool.
Well, guys, so, again, ultimately, the product is cool. It's nice that you get some cool extended arts of cards. It's cool that you can randomly get all of them in foil. Some of the cards are powerful and are worth it, because you definitely would need them for your decks. Because, again, Argent Saga has such a limited card pool at this point, you definitely are going to want some of these cards.
Well, when I said, does it come with shards, I was talking about, like...
Basic shards?
The shards that... Or the points, or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Shard points, right?
Yeah, no.
That you can claim
points.
Online.
No shard
points. So for
points.
25, you don't even get the shard points to kind of like, hey, let's put it towards something else?
Nope.
Aww.
So you get what you see here. You get what you see on the back. So boxes of Argent Saga, you can get for around $80, sometimes a little less. At the Kingdom, we sell them for $79.95. So you can either get an entire box for $5 more, or 3 of these.
Yeah.
I understand deck building. I understand card games. I've played Magic for a long time. So buying singles is usually better. This is essentially like you're buying singles.
Oh, like a
so your money is
single.
better spent. You know what you're getting this way, but it just feels bad when you can get an entire box for like an additional $5.
Yeah, exactly. So
it seems a little greedy on ARG's side, the company who makes this game, to already make product like that. Like, oh yeah, it just costs $25, man.
Yeah.
And then like they raised the prices on the intro decks, and it's just like, man, I'm really worried about worried about that. But I love the game. It's great. The gameplay is awesome.
But I mean,
just like stuff like this is a starting, business wise.
As business wise, if it's a new game and you're pricing people out when they can get into Magic for cheaper, a Planeswalker deck's $15.
Well, I will say, that's the thing. It's like, Planeswalker decks for Magic are $15. Now, getting a good Magic deck is going to cost you
but
more
for your
money.
casual player who's like, if I'm like getting into this game, man, I would hate to have to spend. If I walk into my local gaming store, I'm like, man, what's a game I can get in for cheap? They're going to point at Pokemon or this as like a basic, or not this, but Magic, because you can buy the starter deck for a little bit cheaper.
Heck, in Magic, Wizards of the Coast has welcome decks. If it's your first time in the game store and you're like, well, I kind of want to learn Magic, we'll just give you a welcome deck for
there
free.
you go. See? So that's kind of cool. Awesome. Well, that's the Generations Kit from Argent Saga. Please comment, like, and subscribe to our channel. That helps us out greatly. Go to our Facebook page and like us and follow there. And go to our new Patreon page and support us that way. Awesome. Well, we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye!